Hey guys, my name is Derek Schmidt. I want to go over how to establish some systems and processes in your business, but more importantly, a lot of people tend to overcomplicate this. So what I want to try to do is show you how you can start setting up systems and processes in your business in as little as 30 minutes. So I want to walk you through some various tricks that I've learned along the way, but most importantly, give you a little backstory. Back in 2011, I started a digital marketing agency. And while I was growing that company and trying to scale that business, I was reading all these books, E-Myth Revisited, Profit First, Built to Sell. They all had a similar philosophy that they shared, and that is you should grow and build your business as if you were going to franchise it out. So in other words, if you were to set up the same business on another part of the world, it would be the exact same systems, processes, and outcome as your original location. So without further ado, I'm going to get started and show you some little tricks and hacks that I've learned that allow you to quickly build those systems and processes in place. Okay, so the first step, pull out your mobile device. So this is something you likely have with you most parts throughout the day. It's a really simple way to start documenting some systems and processes. Maybe you're driving or walking down the street, just plug in some sort of a headset. And what I'm going to do is I am on an Android, so I'm going to pull up Google Docs, and I'm going to start a new Google Doc right here. If you're using an Apple phone, I'm sure Apple has some sort of program that's very similar, but essentially what we want to do is use the voice-to-text feature on our phone to talk into our phone and quickly start documenting your processes. Now, all we're really trying to do here is establish a baseline that we can go in later, clean up, and work from. So, for example, I'm going to go ahead and hit the microphone on my phone, and I'm going to start from the very top of our process. When a client comes in, we want to establish contact with them within the first 24 hours, period. Next, we want to ask them the pre-screening questions to qualify them, period. Are they a fit? Question mark. We want to, an example. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to switch over to a desktop, and I'm going to go into that Google document. I'm going to start cleaning it up, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. Okay, so I've gotten to the point where I've gone into the Google document. I have already kind of cleaned up the process a little bit, and now what you're looking at is, and this isn't for everybody, this is just something that we've done to kind of keep ourselves organized, but you can do this on most file sharing systems, something like Google Drive, iCloud, whatever the case is. But what we've done is we've set up an internal Knowledgebase wiki, kind of internal website where our team can go in and look for, example, different processes. And you'll see here in our proposal process, this is the one that I've been working on an example from. Of course, I've already gone through this step, so this is all mostly done for me. But if we look at the proposal process here, this was all done via the same method that I just showed you. And you can see here where there's an introduction, a procedure, and then the following steps. So that's a quick way to spit out some processes for your business. And you can take it a step further. You can actually go to some tool like draw.io. It's a free tool. It looks like this. Whenever you first create a new document, you can either start with a blank slate or use one of these templates that they've already collected for you. What this essentially can become is a visual flowchart of your entire process. So if I were to look at the design loud process, for example, you'll see here where it starts in the sales process. This is pretty much the same thing that I just established in my document. It's just in a visual format, and it kind of gives them if this then that scenarios so that they can follow along. I knocked this out relatively quickly using draw.io, and of course, like I said, the voice-to-text feature on my phone, and then just kind of cleaning things up in Google Drive. But now what I've done is I've created a repeatable business model in systems and processes that would be just as efficient as if I were doing them myself, so that my team can kind of follow along. And don't think of these things as being concrete. They're things that are going to continue to evolve. You may have a process stem off of another process, but what's really important here is just to start documenting anything and everything that you can so that you can start taking yourself out of the business. What that eventually looks like is, again, going back to our visual process here where we ask the questions, is it a good fit? Yes. Then they follow up the steps on our business platform. So we use Swell Enterprise, and to show you what this looks like is when a new lead comes in, for example, we have it to where Swell is automated. So Swell will automatically, in this example, put together a workflow that creates a proposal for that lead. It looks very similar to this proposal. You'll see where we have some templates here. So our team can knock out a website proposal very quickly. And then what happens is once this person signs and accepts this proposal, they are then generated an invoice, which you see right here, something that's fully automated. We do have a couple of steps in there where we get to approve and just kind of review everything. But then the production side, as far as the business goes, look how easy it is for example, the project manager to go in and say, okay, we just sold a new website. Let's create this website design project. And you'll see here where we've already got it broken out into the different stages and tasks. And if you click on one of these tasks, it has the specifics on how to execute this specific task, and it's already assigned to the teammates that it needs to be assigned to. So you can start to see here, you get a visual representation of what this whole thing looks like from beginning to end and how easy it can become to start delegating your workload and taking yourself out of that business. I really hope you found this video helpful. Like I said, the voice to text is super helpful. Throw it in something like Google Docs, clean it up. If you want to take it a step further, you can do some sort of visual flowchart representation. Again, here's an example of what that looks like. And then you just kind of walk them through on how to interact with your business management software, like we've done here with Swell Enterprise. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm very anxious to hear if you have any tips or tricks that could help speed this process up for other business owners. Thank you.